Hello, real life youth, it's Melanie here. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Hope is Alive. It's a whistle stop tour this week, so we are looking at where we've come from, basically, what we have learned already. So I'm going to be making use of this. So whenever you hear this whistle blow, we're going to be looking at another character, another station, another stop on our journey. So let me just have a quick practice. Whenever you hear that noise, we're going to be taking a look at one of the weeks that we have learned already. So I don't know how you feel about trains, real life youth. I love jumping on a train. I love jumping on a train, going into Birmingham, grabbing a Starbucks. So I typically jump on the train in Sutton, get off at New Street, wander down in and find my favourite Starbucks, order some fruit toast with butter and jam, oh my gosh, so good, and an extra hot chocolate made with oat milk. I like the medium size and I like it very hot. I often say to the barista, I like it so hot that it almost takes the skin off the roof of your mouth. And I like to sit there. I like to get my Bible out, I like to get my notebook out, I like to get my phone out, I like to make a few notes, I like to message a few people, I like to have a read, I sometimes take a magazine, and then I'll hop back on the train and go back home again. I do enjoy the train for a bit of freedom and something different to do, and I'm hoping soon that we'll be, allowed to do all those things all over again. So today in your video, real life youth, you should expect to find a game. The game, I think you could play this over a WhatsApp call with each other, or Zoom or FaceTime collectively as a group. So why don't you have a go at that? There'll be the signs from Matt, there'll be a reading from Stuart, you'll be on for teaching with me, there'll be a song of hope. I hope you like a bit of Maverick City. There'll be some table time. I've suggested to you that you do make a train, but you make it out of treats that you might find in your house, chocolate, that kind of stuff, and that once you've made it, once you snap a photo, you maybe have a little munch on something, and then I'm going to talk you through our Keeping Hope Alive. I really hope that you're enjoying this series, and I do really hope that you are learning that hope is alive, because he is alive. I'll see you in a bit.
Hi, I'm Levi. And I'm Asher.
And today, Levi and Asher are going to help me with a game that we've called Stop, Go, Jump, Hop, Run. So basically, when I say stop, you stop. When I say go, you start walking. When I say jump, you jump. And when I say hop, you hop. And when I say run, you run. Okay, so stop, go, jump, hop, run, stop, go. Okay, come back to me, boys. Now that's fairly okay. So if you're in early years or you're in school years 1 to 3, you might just want to play that several times and see if you can catch each other out. So see if you can, when you say stop, they're still hopping or running or jumping. Now, these have all got a number next to them, boys. So stop is 1, go is 2, jump is 3, hop is 4, run is 5. So stop is 1. So if I say 1, you stop. If I say 2, you go. If I say 3, you jump. If I say 4, you hop. And if I say 5, you run. So let's try this. What about 3? Yeah, what about 5? Yeah, what about 1? Oh yeah, good job. What about 3? What about 5? What about 1? Now, I thought, real life youth, that you could perhaps give each other a WhatsApp call or a Zoom call and play this over Zoom or WhatsApp and see if you can catch anyone out. So you can shout something like jump and then 2, which is go. Enjoy yourself with this. It's called Stop, Go, Jump, Hop, Run. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hope is Hello.
Hello Real Life Kids and Youth, Stuart here, and I'm going to be doing your reading today. It's taken from Matthew 12, 18 to 21. It says, "Look at my servant Jesus, whom I have chosen. He is my most loved, who pleases me. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will speak justice to the nations. He will not fight or shout or raise his voice in public. He will not crush the weakest reed or put out a flickering candle. Finally, he will cause justice to be victorious, and his name, Jesus, will be the hope of all the world."
Hey Real Life Youth, welcome back. Thank you so much Levi and Asher. Thank you so much Matt, and thank you Stuart for our reading. I'm going to take you through the teaching points now. So let's just have a quick practice of our hope is alive because he is alive. And we really want you to know that, Real Life Youth. We want you to know that hope is alive in every situation you face because Jesus is alive. We especially want you to know that in the current situation, in the current lockdown, in the current back to school, we want you to know that hope is alive because he is alive. And God promises us a hope that is forever. And when we hold on to this hope, our love for Jesus grows and we get to share his hope with all the world. And if I'm honest, Real Life Youth, when I look around me at the moment, what I know people need is hope. What I know people are longing for is solid ground. What I know people want for is to put their trust in something. So are you ready? This is our first stop and we're looking at Noah. You see, Noah knew that hope is alive. He knew that we can have hope because God faithfully keeps his promises. Do you remember making rainbows, doodling rainbows, drawing rainbows? Do you remember gathering loads of different clothes from around your house in different colours and getting dressed in it? You see, Noah knew that hope is alive, and so do I. Our next stop is Abraham and Sarah, and we made these gorgeous star mobiles. I've still got mine hanging up. I've added a few bits to it, a couple of hearts at Valentine's and this lovely sparkly thing that Levi and Asher brought for me. You see, Abraham and Sarah knew that hope is alive. They knew that even when things around them seemed impossible, when we can't see the things that God has promised coming true, like Abraham and Sarah, we need to look up at the stars and remember that hope is alive. Next stop. You see, Joseph is our next stop. Joseph knew that hope is alive. He trusted God and he kept going. We made smile stones for this, so we did multicoloured stones reminding us about Joseph's coat of many colours. We painted them. You might have drawn things, doodled things, taken photographs of things that were brightly coloured, put something together that was brightly coloured. You see, even when he was in prison, Joseph knew that hope was alive and he kept going. He knew because it was God who had spoken to him. It was God who had made the promises, and so he just held on and he kept going. Our final stop is Moses. That was only last week. Moses knew that hope is alive. He knew that God could make a way where there was no way. And we asked you, Real Life Youth, to have a go at making the sea parting on Minecraft. So I don't know how you got on with that, but I'm assuming you had fun with that. You see, what everybody else saw was a wall of water that you could not pass through. But what Moses knew is that God would make a way where there was no way. You see, Moses knew that God would do this, and so can we. The same God that Noah, Abraham and Sarah, Joseph and Moses followed, listened to, put their hope in, is the same God that you and I can put our hope and our trust in. When everything else around us seems uncertain and rocky, we can put our feet on solid ground. We can place our feet on Jesus, who is the rock. So hope, Real Life Youth, is alive because he is alive. Hey Real Life Youth, this is your craft for today. Basically, I just want you to make a train out of some of the things you might find in your snack tin or your snack drawer. So I've used a toffee crisp, a Kit Kat, some chocolate coins, little Pez sweets, and then some mini marshmallows. I hope you can see it looks a bit like a train for our whistle stop tour. But you might want to use biscuits for the wheels. You might want to use some penguins. You might want to use some little Cheerios for the smoke coming out of the top. Whatever you'd like to use, Real Life Youth. I would love to have a look at your snack train, and maybe you grab a drink at the end of this and have a munch on something that you've made. So snap me a photo, send it to Gemma or send it to me, and we'll share it on social media. Have fun. Hey Real Life Youth, I hope you had lots of fun making your snack tin trains. I hope you managed to snap a picture before you ate them. So I'd love to see what you got up to, and I know Gemma would too. So just send us a photo on WhatsApp or get your brain up to do that. And we can have a good smile at what you've managed to put together. I'm going to take you through our Keeping Hope Alive now, and these are just simple little activities for you to have a go at to look after your head and look after your heart. So this one is called High Low or Best Bit Worst Bit, and all I want you to do is find someone and together exchange your high point and your low point of the last week. So you just simply say, what's the best bit, what's the worst bit of your last week? I then want you to have a go at best bit, worst bit of home learning and best bit, worst bit of lockdown. Okay, so these are high points, low points, best bits, worst bits. So I want you to look at this week, home learning, and then lockdown as a whole. And you might have a few things that you want to share. The idea of this is you simply talk about what's going on inside of your heart, inside of your head, and you listen to one another, and then you pray for one another. So you could decide to do this as a group on your WhatsApp group. You could decide to do this over the phone, over Zoom, or you can nip downstairs and find a grown-up or a sibling or someone and just say, look, can I do my high-low with you, and can we pray for one another? I hope that you have enjoyed today's whistle stop tour. I feel like I want to blow the whistle one last time, okay? I hope you've enjoyed looking back at what we've learned so far. We've done really well, so I'd love you to keep going with this series, and remember, Real Life Youth, that hope is alive because he is alive.